May not think that I care for you when you know deep down inside I really do. Sing it. Welcome to the very first episode of Lola's Two Cents. I'm Monica. My grandson calls me Lola. On this channel, we talk about all things pop culture, music, movies, trending topics, whatever I feel led to talk about. My reviews, my 2 cents. Also, 2 of my cents of the day. Yeah, I know. 2 plus 2, it should be 4, but let this math over here. It's 2 cents. Okay? All right. Y'all see what it is. So upon editing, I lost my first part of the review from the Breakfast Club, and I just have the second part. So I'm going to give you guys the second part, and I'll do the first part tomorrow. Yeah, that sucks. Editing sucks. So yeah, in the meantime though, give me your 2 cents in the comments. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Moving on to the second part of the video, the Breakfast Club video. Second part, Lauren comes in. Lauren pretty much said, Jessica, I asked you when we were talking before, are we good? I mean, I feel like there's some tension there. Whatever we need to do, we don't have to be the best of friends. That's fine. But at least let's be courteous to one another. So, we can do our jobs. Clearly, as a senior producer, my job is to make sure you, the talent, is okay. Was that shade? I don't know, but it sounds kind of shady. But either way, I think the core issue is all the other coworkers are saying, Jessica, I talked to you behind the scenes, asking if everything is good. You're not saying anything. You waited until you were super frustrated and then took it to the streets, so to speak. And I get the frustration with the other 3 because they didn't want their business out there like that. But to Jess's defense, I get it. She's clearly frustrated. Lauren pretty much said, I think the issue is the fact that when I was on here, none of us had clear roles on what we were doing. But I think at that point with Lauren should have said somewhere along the lines of, since I'm the executive producer or the senior producer, let me use my executive decision to bounce on up out of here, go back and produce, let Jessica have her segment, let Jessica have her time, because clearly something just ain't right. I think somebody said to her somewhere in the interim, hey, I like the way you give the news. I like your position in this chair. I like the way it kind of balances out everything. Maybe you should stick around. Maybe you should stay there and let's see how this works out. Even when Jess comes back. And I guess she said, okay. I don't know if Jessica gonna feel the same way, but with that being said, nobody got together and talked about, all right, since you're going to be here, this is what you're going to do. Jessica, this is what you're going to do. But it seems to me like the out of the 4, only 2 have permanent positions with clear, defined roles. Just think about it. Charlemagne said, well, I thought you 2 were talking about your positions or what you guys are going to do on the show. I thought you guys did that already. But as a team, wouldn't that be a group thing? Wouldn't everybody like to know what we're doing? It goes to show that those two, they're so good in their positions. I mean, and even though Envy was talking about, okay, we need to resolve at the end of the day, nothing was resolved. Even when the people started calling in talking about, hey, I think you guys look great on the show. Jess, you got this. Don't worry about the comments. Don't believe everything you read and all of that stuff. It still didn't resolve anything. Not to mention, how many ways does Jess have to say, yo, it's not about the comments. Leave the comments over there. It just so happened that the comments are affirming how I feel already. With or without the comments, I would still feel the same way. I'm not understanding what they're not understanding about that. But at the end of the day, nothing was really resolved. It should be a part 3, but it all comes down to, number 1, they need an HR department in that company. Number 2, Lauren needs to just come in and out as she needs to come in and out, or just have guest spots on the show. Because we already know that those 2 men have clear roles. Envy is the DJ, Charlemagne is the ass, perverted, wannabe gay guy. It's one of those things, but whatever. At least they know what lanes they're in and the positions that they play. Y'all just need like guest hosts to come in and vibe off of y'all from time to time. Let Lauren come in, do the news, and all is well with the Breakfast Club. My other 2 cents of the day are Vintage Radio and Opulent Oud, both from the house of Latafa. Opulent Oud is a it's a sweeter oud. Even though it has oud in the mid and bass notes, you do still have some cinnamon and some saffron in there, which gives it a beautiful, beautiful projection. Vintage Radio, 99.99% dupe of Initio's Paragon. It has some plum. It also has oud in there. But if you want to get real oudy and real moody, you pair these bad boys together. You get the most sensual scent with the best projection, best sillage, and the best compliments, both from the top.